Hi, my name is Claire Connor, and I'm going to be doing my lymphatic cancer project on melanoma. I've chosen to do an informative video, so hopefully you'll learn a lot from my video here. Alright, melanoma was first discovered by a French physician named René Lanac. He was the first person to describe it and report melanoma in 1804. Some symptoms of melanoma include a change in an existing mole. So, you already have a mole, and then, it starts changing and doing weird things that are not normal for moles. And the development of a new, unusual looking growth on your skin. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a mole. It could be a white bump or just something abnormal. These unusual growths can they can cause scaliness, itching, oozing, bleeding, and spreading of pigment. You can there's a rule called the ABCD rule that can help you determine whether a mole may be cancerous or not. So the first one is A, which means asymmetry. That means that one half is differently shaped than the other half. Alright, and then B is a border irregularity. That means that the edges are uneven. It's kind of a weird shape. That might be melanoma. C, the color is uneven. So it could be like a different mix of browns and blacks. Just weird colors. And then the D stands for diameter, which means that if the mole is greater than 6 millimeters in diameter, then it may be melanoma. So if any of those things, if you have a mole that's looking kind of weird, then you should probably go to the doctor to get it checked out, because there are some treatments for this cancer. Mostly melanoma is treated with surgery. That's the most common way that melanoma is treated. If it gets a lot worse, they if the cancer spreads to other parts of your body or your lymph nodes, which is why it's a lymphatic type of cancer, because it affects your lymphatic system. Lymph nodes can be removed, and that can also help get rid of the cancer. And in addition, they can give you some immunotherapy if the cancer is really bad. The world population is currently diagnosed with it. It's very low. It's probably around 1%, because the percentage of skin cancers that are melanoma is only 5%. So out of all the skin cancers, only 5% is melanoma. So it's pretty rare, but if you let it get bad, it can kill you basically. In 2010, there was 823,000 cases of it in both men and women. So that's how many in 1 year. Melanoma can be prevented by the slip, slap, slop. What's it called? The rule. All right, slip, slap, slop. So basically, you slip on some protective clothing, long sleeves like that, to protect your skin that way. You can slap on a hat, cover up your face. Some good protection right there. And then also you can slop on the sunscreen. It's good stuff. Make sure it's at least 15 SPF. 30 is best. So yeah, it's better than dying. Some major organ systems that are affected by melanoma. Basically, it's, first of all, your skin is affected because you get the weird looking moles that grow and spread and turn weird colors. So yeah, but if you let it go untreated for too long, it can spread to different parts of your body, like your brain or your liver or your lungs. And the first sign of this is cancer in your lymph nodes. So if you go to the doctor and you get checked for for melanoma because you think you may have a mole that's cancerous, and they find cancer in your lymph nodes, then it may have spread to different parts of your body. The most startling fact that I learned while I was doing this research is that even though melanoma is most common for fair-skinned people like me, it is actually most deadly for blacks, Asians, and Latinos. And this is pretty much because the people with darker skin do not get sunburned easily. Like they go out in the sun, they stay out all day, they don't get sunburned, so they don't wear any sun protection, they don't feel the need to wear sunscreen. And so, their skin gets damaged, but they don't notice it. So it's most deadly for people with darker skin. I didn't know that. Interesting. Currently, there is about, as far as funding for melanoma, there is about $103 million, and that was in the year 2010 alone. So, that's a lot of money for just 1 year of research. So, it seems to be pretty well funded because, a good number of people are afflicted with it. The mortality rate for melanoma, it really depends heavily on how soon the cancer is treated. So if you start treating it, or if you get surgery to remove it very soon after you get it, then you have a 96-97% chance of making a full recovery. So the key is to catch it early, but if you let it go on too long, if it gets into the later, more serious stages, the mortality rate drops all the way down to 50-40%, which that's not looking too good for you. So you gotta catch it early. It's really important. Melanoma is not infectious. It's not genetic either, but you can inherit a risk of getting it. So if more than 3 people in your family have had melanoma, or if it is diagnosed in earlier life, so if you're younger when you get it, you probably have a risk that your children can inherit from you. So you don't directly inherit melanoma, but you can inherit a risk for getting it, so you can be more likely to get it. Alright, well that just about covers everything about melanoma. Thanks for listening, and goodbye. Stop.